Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Wintermute. And I can now say that I understand this picture that you're seeing on the screen, having done it. Yesterday was actually kind of exciting in Wintermute. Astrid here had to go up to the plane crash, find IDs for everybody, which I managed with assistance, thank you very much. And then carry one of the survivors back while making sure that they stayed in good condition. Rather amusingly, they ended up in better condition than I did. Because how many of them did I have? I had several, more than 3 encounters with timber wolves. I'm completely out of revolver ammunition. Well, I've got 1 round left. And there was also, rather unexpectedly, a bear that snuck up on me, despite people in the chat saying, I think I can hear a bear. Fortunately, I was in a suitable place when the bear decided to pay a personal visit. It probably ended up dead, because I shot it at least twice, and under circumstances which under normal circumstances would result in a dead bear. So it was interesting. Astrid has now completed that particular mission and is back at the community centre getting ready for the upcoming blizzard, apparently, which necessitates gathering fuel and supplies, most of which I think I have on me, and finding any survivors, other survivors that might be in the area. So that should be fun. Right. Let's see. Oh, and the first thing I've got to do is get Astrid's condition back up to full, because right now it's not in very good shape. And hopefully, and yes, coming storm. Add supplies. Alright. What supplies do we need, and where is storage? Oh. Oh, grief. Well. That's a lot of stuff. I'm supposed to just transfer over. Good morning, Danny. How you doing? Oh, this is going to take a while. Calories from food or drink. Oh, I don't want to give up my stuff. Bandages, kerosene. Oh my goodness. I think we're going to be here a while. Well, let's at least... Where's my firewood? Let's at least transfer.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Let's see if this lot counts. That doesn't count as firewood?
I can barely walk with this much gear.
That's very strange. How are you doing, Danny? Okay, it does allow me to transfer this stuff over. Alright. I just have to open up again to find out. Alright, well, let's transfer over this lot. Ah, you're in my way there.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
And I want the flare. Oh, let's stagger on over. Good morning, hi Carl. Food. All right. Antiseptic. Save some for myself. It's a good job I picked up the airline food. Hang on. Antibiotics. Antibiotics. Save some for myself, I suppose. Painkillers? Does it want painkillers? Well, I'll give them painkillers anyway. Getting... Well, you can see the storage cupboard on the screen. So I have to do all that, basically. I do have... Yes, I do. So I can get them the flare pistol. Where's the flare pistol? Ooh, grief, that's in very poor condition. Why am I carrying 2 cooking pots? Here we go. And... Oh, we're getting there. Bandages. Alright, I get the feeling I've already looted everything worth having, to be honest with you. Ah, brother. So much to do, so little time, and I've got wolves around. Wonderful. So, yeah, I've got, what is it? Yeah, I've got to find missing survivors. I got to add stuff to the, here. I need to find kerosene, bandages, firewood. She's got a good start on that. Alright. Oh. There was a distress pistol there. They already had one. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's see what's outside. Now I'm gonna have to do a very thorough search. Oh, yeah, and look at my condition. It is terrible. Let's at least try and do something about that. And I think I will... Where's my pot? I know I have too many pots. And let's grab the other pot so that I can, if push come to shove, do a bunch of stuff at once. Right. And I need to feed myself, which fortunately I do have quite a bit of food for now, which I'm going to need. Don't know about anybody else. Oh, and look at that. My backpack is almost light. Don't suppose they want coffee, though, do they? Who knows? They might appreciate a cup of coffee. I don't suppose that'll make much difference. But it's useful storage for me. Right. What do I need to do? Anything I can do in here? Given the length of time I was away, you'd kind of expect these people to be in somewhat better condition by now. I mean, most of them were in reasonably good condition, with the exception of, hello Gwen, this guy over here, who needed his insulin. No, I picked up the water. Yes. Oh, I didn't search this.
I'll take it.
And now I'm going to need to have to remember to collect as much food as I can. Because they need bandages, don't they? What can I dismantle here? Nope. Nope. Okay. Mental note to self, tear everything up I possibly can. Oh, and actually that reminds me. What's my own clothing situation like? That's decent. That's alright. That's decent. Ooh. Let's see. Gonna need a bit of everything. Tell you what, it's awfully... There's, all that stuff that I picked up and used myself. What am I wearing? Okay, I'm wearing work pants. I've got combat pants. I can... Ooh. Let's repair those at least. Actually, those aren't as good as I thought. That's actually pretty good. Why does that drop me down 2 degrees? Let's see if anything is achieved by that. Nope, not much. Doesn't make me any warmer. Let's repair that. Got a suspicion a lot of this is just going to be me repairing stuff. So, those are good, those are good. Alright. And do I have... No. Oh, I want to repair that. In a way, I got away with quite a bit fighting the wolves. Okay, we can harvest that. Right, let's see about getting some sleep. Shouldn't have dismantled that bedroll. Well, I did need the cloth. Oh, you know what I can do? How much water have I got? Quite a bit. Let's... what I can do is go to sleep for 2 hours, and this should be okay. Let's see whether that works. Look at that. That's one way to get water. 7 litres of water. I think that's probably enough, don't you? Oh, didn't really mean to eat the sardines. I'm not sure it makes much difference. Oh, that's weird. Well, that's better. Let's go and see. Oh. Let's go and see what the situation is outside. So I need to grab everything, and the problem is I've already sort of grabbed everything. Let's go and do a proper raid on these houses over here. And then work our way back, I think. I wonder if dead bear would count as food, given that I can't eat it without risk of parasites. I wonder if they can. Wish I'd kind of known, Oh, she is currently collapsed on the floor, so... Alright, let's go have a look over here. Firewood shouldn't actually be a problem. That's the easiest bit. Well, that's not the easiest bit, but look at this. I'll take that. And...
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, that's not really a joke. If you have a look at the history of, say the British Navy, or navies in general, it was very common, or not uncommon, for things like the hardtack to be quite loaded down with worms and weevils, notoriously so. So people, when they're hungry, will eat that kind of thing. How many bandages did they say they wanted? 10? Let's see how many bandages I've got. 6. Alright. Well, that'll get their bandages sorted out. Yep, we're good for bandages. But now we need everything else. Oh, excuse me a second. No, hang on a moment. I've got a suspicion I know what this is. Ah, right. Okay. I'm planning on streaming Euro Truck Simulator this evening. My son suggested that it might be good for streaming. So I'm going to give that a try. I've actually owned it for a while. I haven't put a huge amount of effort into it. I don't need another pry bar. But he has an app he runs. It's very flash. And I was wondering what it was. I don't think it's available on iOS, unfortunately. Of course, what I... no. No. My son does, but then he spends a lot of time with the game. He's got a full-blown wheel and gear shift. He's got the proper truck gear shift, you know. It's quite impressive. So, but no, you can play the game quite well with just keyboard and mouse, so that's what I'll do. I mean, I've got a few hours in the game. But a full-blown wheel setup without, you know, is sort of £250. I'm not going to be playing driving games enough to warrant that kind of expense. No, he's even got a proper truck-style gear shift. But to enjoy the game, you don't really need that, to be honest. And for streaming, I don't think it'll make much difference. The purpose is really, does it make a good streaming game? If it doesn't, then that's fine. If it does, well, that's nice. I'm pretty certain I've searched in here, haven't I? Yes, I did. I mean, there's enough wood here. I ought to get that priest out. Oh, he doesn't want to get eaten by wolves, does he? Nah. Okay. I just think I'm going to start calling the priest he who doesn't want to be eaten by wolves. And I know I raided this place because I joked that I'd gotten all the food from the houses. Ooh, oops. Yeah, I already raided in here.
I think I can use this.
I think I've actually been through all the houses. I'm going to have to either sacrifice a whole bunch of my own food. I suppose what I could do is essentially dump all my food in there and then take it out as I need it and try and replenish it on the fly. Not sure how wise that would be, because this, I think, is the last mission for this, for episode 3, but I'm not positive, it has to be said. I keep calling this the community center in my descriptions. I hope everybody understands what I mean. Alright. They want 10 bandages. Okay. Oh, that's irritating. You gotta reopen the door to check up on everything. Kerosene. I did find some. Oh. Yeah, don't want that. Don't want that. I think I've got enough sewing kits. Oh. Where am I going to get more kerosene? Oh! Oh, I'm almost halfway through with the fuel. Let's work on the fuel. Yeah, the other issue about the wheel is, okay, I could put it here, and, you know, but it would get in the way of using the keyboard. So, yeah, irritating. I think my son actually uses a separate monitor and a separate seating position for that. Look at this! You've got this infinite fire out here. Why can't you just... Never mind. Never mind. Don't complain too much. I'm pretty certain I raided everything here. They may have to settle for... Oh, there are... cattails. I could always just collect cattails. Oh, I checked that. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to have to go further afield, and I do not really wish to. Not with the threat of timber wolves around. Oh, one thing I forgot. Oh, I'm going to have to... Oh, no. Oh, grief. I've got to go a fair old way, haven't I? Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, grief. They just... Don't tell me I'm going to have to... Oh, grief. That's the church artifact. That is... Oh, grief. They are really going to send me all over the map. This isn't going to be finished quickly, is it? I'm going to have to start using things like flares to get rid of unwanted wolves. Where's the, oh, there it is. Why? Look, this is dark. Why have they got the front door there? Yes, I know. I know. Everything is... They're going to really test my patience. Well, And I'm pretty certain I've raided everything in here worth having. And, yeah. I've got all the food on me. I had to use it. At least I don't have to get cloth. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, well.
This stuff will come in handy.
Found some more antiseptic. Yeah, I think... Yeah, look at this. This is way over. So I'm going to have to go back to Molly's farmhouse. Huh. Easiest one is this one. Not going anywhere until I've gotten my condition back up. And I'm going to need a whole bunch of food to get there. You know what I might do? I might go back to the no, don't need that. I might go back to the plane crash and pick up all that airline food, assuming I left some of it.
Walk with this much gear.
Great. Yeah, I've raided everything for all the food that I've got on me right now. And I don't want to give it to them because I'm going to need it for all this travelling I'm going to have to do. Oh, there's a fine balance. How are we doing? 31.9 hours. Don't really need that. Oh yeah, this is going to hurt a bit. Oh wait a minute, no, I can go inside and take stuff apart in there. The pallets would be the obvious thing to go for, but I don't feel like taking my condition down any further than I have to. Are you seriously telling me you've got nothing I can break down here? Apparently you are. Yep. So... Pretty certain I've raided everything. Yeah, he says again. Let's have a little consider. All right. I might have to go up here. And here. This is going to send me all over the place. Alright, so let's have a tactic here. Go and try and find that survivor. I suppose I ought to do that one next. Except I've got to go across Timberwolf territory again. Great. Definitely need to go up here. Go back to the tail section of the plane crash. That's Molly's barn, Molly's farmhouse. I wonder if I can raid Molly's farmhouse. Or shoot a deer. Trapped. This is not going to be so easy, is it? Let me just check something out of curiosity. Can I take stuff out of here? So if I grab that, I can do that. That's good. Alright, how much food have I got on me? Actually, I don't have 16,000 calories. Do I? I really do not. Does that count as... Nope. It doesn't seem to count as... Hang on, it's 1.07. Yep. Accelerant doesn't count. You know, I can understand why people might just stop at this point. This is actually quite daunting. I still want to get my condition back up. What time is it? Well, it's getting quite late. Ooh. I had a thought. I have them occasionally. What's the calorie to weight ratio of this? Let's see. That is 620 calories. It weighs 0.25. That is 600. That is 600. That is... Wow. Okay, at least in terms of... Makes more sense for me to have that than them. So... Antiseptic Old Man's Beard. Do I have any? I don't think I have. No, I don't have Old Man's Beard. But I can add another. Hang on, I'm going to keep the best of the antiseptic for myself. Ah, nope. Is the weather improving? It is a bit. A deer would help, actually. What am I after? Wood. So closest wood is right over here. So we shall grab some pallets. Hope nothing tries to eat my face.
Feels like night is coming. This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
This is kind of pretty. Whoa. Did everybody leave? Oh, almost got the wood done. So we'll try and go after well, at least my condition is almost back. That's a good thing. What I've got to do now is just make it through the night. The thing is, even though I raided, the amount of food you go through, and I obviously did have quite a bit. Now I've dumped all the food that I had left, and it's a start, so I'm living off the food that I picked up from the aircraft, but I still don't really have enough at the moment to do everything they want, so I may well have to go hunt a deer. How cold is it? It's not too bad. Where am I thinking of heading? I'm thinking of heading to this point. So if I go along the Contemplation Bridge to there and then go down that way, that might be a good idea. Where's that road? I think it's actually down there, isn't it? Let's see if I got this right. Yes. And I'm woefully unprepared really for this, but I'm hoping I can pick up wood along the way. Let's see. Yes, I'm headed the right way. They've certainly managed to do a very precarious balance of stuff, haven't they? Oh, I've already been here. That doesn't help. Keep going. Hello? Someone's lit a fire. That's a bit of a giveaway. Good morning, little nugget. How are you doing today? Why do we want to bet that's my survivor? Oh, why have you been stressed? Sorry, that's awfully abrupt. What is causing you stress? Well, that's not where I thought it would be, I don't think. Well, there are deer down here, so push come to shove, I will shoot deer. I wonder if I have to cook it for them as well. That is interesting. And apparently... Oh, that'll... Will that be Molly? Oh, for some... Okay.
If I could signal them somehow, let them know I'm
Oh,
close.
great. Am I in the search zone? This is why I have this. Right. Ah. That's useful. That saves me some trouble. Apart from the odd timber wolf I might encounter along the way. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That does not sound like a very good situation. Have you considered calling Child Protective Services? Isn't it illegal for 10 and 13-year-olds to be working? Great. I mean, I know CPS isn't exactly a paragon of virtue, but, yeah, that is the problem. But, here we go. Yeah, they would be...
Stay calm. I'm right here.
Come on, I want the MRE. Oh, he's eaten it. Oh, wonderful. Here we go. Again. Great.
Feeling better now?
I've got to carry him.
Easy does it.
Wonderful. I cannot tell you how displeased I am that I've got to do this whole... I've got to do this 3 times. Well, 3 more times, counting this one.
Lights in the sky.
This actually reminds me of something. Most of you will have heard of John Wayne. Thoroughly objectionable person whose movies I can't bring myself to watch anymore, but, you know. But he once made a movie, and I can't remember what it was called, about putting out oil well fires. And at the time, the guy famous for that was this little nuggety Texan, I think he was from Texas, called Red Adair.
Where did it go?
Now, Red Adair was moderately well known, especially I think in the oil industry. Well, on one occasion, my brother, who works in the oil industry, I think he was a student at the time, or just getting started, he went to this organization dinner, and the lead speaker was Red Adair, and Red Adair remains the only famous person I've ever actually met. And he is this short little nuggety guy, going deaf.
Stay with me.
And he tells the story about how Wayne wanted to see what an oil well fire was like. So Adair takes Wayne to see an oil well fire, and they get a bit close. And as they're looking at this fire, the oil well decides to basically start exploding. Now, Wayne at the time had injured his foot, apparently, and so couldn't exactly run away. So, Adair picks him up in this sort of carry that we've got going on here, and starts moving away from the conflagration about as fast as they could. Now, the thing is, Adair was fine. You know, he's got this 6-foot-something person on his back, protecting him from the heat. John Wayne was not protected from the heat, and is basically yelling at Adair to kindly get moving. It's not much of a story, but it is kind of amusing. Because the film, I think, was moderately famous. I did see it, I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, there you go. That's the story of how I met Red Adair and listened to his anecdote about John Wayne. I am going the right way, aren't I?
What was?
I'm just waiting for the wolves to attack.
Everything on
I am planning basically on taking this guy straight through in one shot and take my chances on how cold it's getting.
Just stay awake. We're getting closer.
I'm just hoping that with all the revolver ammunition I've been throwing around here lately, some of the timber wolves are dead. Should be. Which would give me a few days of respite, maybe. For some strange reason, this is a lot less satisfying than carrying Gwen to safety.
burn.
I suppose because Gwen was the first time.
We can make it.
Right. That's one. More or less.
Might make it after all.
Well, I suppose I just dump you here. Oh, let's at least get you properly situated.
I won't let you go. Just have to get some rest now. You need it.
Oh, right. Does that count as one done? Oi! If this was Minecraft, I'd start pushing him, and he was a recalcitrant village. I'd sort of try and push him over in the direction of the rescued person. But apparently... no. Alright. Let's see how we're doing for... oh, it just says locate and return the missing survivors. Great. Right. I've been doing this for an hour. I have to go attend to my bladder. So, I will be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere. And I'm back. I think when I'm done with this stream, it's a beautiful day outside, I think I'm going to go down to my local Costa and cash in a free drink. Let's go and get some... Oh, what's this? Oh no, that's the journal. How much? Ah, yep, I am completely out. I thought I had 1 round left. I am completely out of revolver ammo. How am I doing with the rifle? I've got a few rounds left. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Let's go sort out food. That didn't take as long as I was expecting. Not food, firewood. Oh, that was moderately well timed.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer. Trees, because I'm gonna eat a tree.
I am going to march through my available food in no time flat. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, grief. Oh, hang on. Yes, I have firewood. Alright. How many calories are there in a deer? Right, so we're getting there. All I have to do is pick up 2 more people, find 12,000 calories of food from somewhere, and I think it's going to have to be a deer. Right, anybody seen a deer lately? Ooh, can I fish? Do I have fishing line? Don't think I do I? Fish might help, if I can. Let's see. I don't think I've got any fishing line, that's the problem. I do not. That is a problem. Drat. Does nobody have any fishing line here? Well, I guess I'm going to start having to eat cattails. Nobody left anything useful here, did they? Excuse me a second. Is that it? Is that the only cattails around here? Don't. Oh, I guess what we'll do is start sweeping out and the problem is I need fairly quick and immediate kills because I don't really have Did I just hear a wolf? I'm slightly surprised. Oh, I say I'm slightly surprised there's no fishing line. If that was a fishing capable lake, I would have expected something. Any moose? I don't think I really want to attack on a moose. Well, I could always go back and try and find out what that fire was about. Yeah, I suppose I'd better, hadn't I? Do I have my pot with me? I do. Hang on, where are we headed? Yes, I am curious to see what that fire's about. It might be... I don't know if it'll be helpful, but I do not fancy carrying a deer along all this way. A rifle might be a better deal, you know, because there's a better chance, I think, of a one-shot kill. And I can shoot while crouched, which might means I can get a lot closer. I can't shoot this crouched, can I? Nope, I can't. You know, this was slightly foolhardy. I probably didn't necessarily want to be out quite this late, but I am curious about that fire over there. So I'm not quite sure what that can be, so I'm facing it right now. Oh, is it the plane crash? I think that's the... Is that the plane crash? It's really strange. I thought the plane crash was over that way. Might end up at Molly's farm after all.
Oh, look at think about his food.
I am confused. Oh no, it's probably the plane crash. Because I went all the way round that... Oh, okay, I went all... maybe that's the reason. And then that... Oh yes, this is where I crossed with Gwen. That's the plane crash. Well, that might not be a bad place to go. Let's see if I can find the remainder of the food there. Got half a chance that... Alright, so I've got a few choices here. I can make for the barn and hopefully stay there overnight. Or I can try and make Molly's farmhouse and hope it's still open. Now, there was a bear in this area, but that got shot, I hope. Well, I saw the blood splash. There's a bear in this region, of course. But actually, if I can make here, I can... Alright, let's... head for Molly's place. Maybe she has a sack of potatoes she can spare. I know the last time I was in Pleasant Valley was an interloper, and I think there were potatoes. Now, if I did actually kill a Wimblewolf, a Timberwolf or two from various attacks, that might mean that the packs only have maybe one wolf left, and a single Timberwolf, I think, shouldn't bother me. Now I'm curious to know what it is that's... Oh. Dead over here. It is... Oh. No. Not helpful.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, that's not looking good. What have we got? I'm curious to see where he came from, but I'm more interested right now in making it to Molly's barn. It should be up here. Assuming, of course, there isn't a bear in the way, because I am now entering potentially bear territory. Given the frequency with which I've shot it. Shot my first bear down here. Well, not here, but you know what I mean. I suspect I got extremely lucky, because I shot it up the bottom, poor bear, and it ran away from me. Subsequent attempts to duplicate that got me mauled. Alright, so... Okay, this is where Molly was attacked, wasn't it?
I'm starving.
Yeah, I pretty much raided here. Let's see whether Molly can be of any assistance. Doubt it. She hasn't exactly been massively helpful. Alright, let's head for the... Sometimes there's deer over here, as a matter of fact. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. I can't imagine there will be. Well, I can imagine there will be, but it just doesn't seem likely, being as I've already been in this region before. What do we want to bet the doors are locked? I hadn't thought about that. Door's locked. Drat. Because of course it is. Huh. Do I need another pry bar? I wonder if the basement's open. It is. Alright. Last time I was here, I was just grabbing stuff as quickly as I could, wasn't I? You kind of wonder why Molly is keeping her husband here. I mean, okay, I guess burying him might not have been an option with the ground as it probably is, but still. Ooh.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
And I know I checked that, and yes. Oh, I hadn't searched the dryer. Let's see whether Molly's home. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, this is a minor issue. So I'm at the farmhouse. I need to go up that way anyway, so I guess I will. Okay, alright. So, I think I have enough food for... Yes. That'll get me through the night, but I've got to get back to the community hall and then raid their food supplies so that I can keep going. And I am not doing that in the dark. Yeah. Can't build a fire down here, can I? No, I can't. Oh, I could, maybe. Yes, okay, that plus. Yay! I thought you were talking to me for a second there. I mean, about Astrid having food, but I can get into Molly's basement, but she's locked all the doors. So I'm sort of stuck here for the night. But at least I've got a place to stay the night. So, come morning, I am headed that way. I think. Yes, I am. In fact, I'm headed that way. Now, the Q. They haven't made this easy. And she's got a generator, it seems. Hang on, let's check all the doors. Oh, she's locked it from the outside. I've got a pry bar. I could just break it open. Here is the porch from which I fought wolves on this porch. And atop that car. See if I can still climb up it. Yep, I can. So, if I head straight that way, I should What is on tonight's menu, Danny? Yeah, not the best place in the world for me to end up, but who knows? It might work out. All right. At least it's not too cold down here. So in the morning, we head off to find the second survivor. Oh, great. Hadn't thought about that. Am I safe? Appears to be so. And that's almost the last of my food. I have got to get back to the community centre and raid everything I put in there just so that I can continue this. Hmm. Ah. Yeah, I've actually pretty much got to find this other survivor and get back to the community hall in one shot. I can't afford to spend a night out because I am about to run out of food. Unless I'm missing something. I am not. Alright, let's see what the weather's like. Please don't be freezing. Yep, it's freezing. I need to take cover for a bit longer until it warms up. Okay, could be worse. Yeah, could definitely be worse. Alright, which way am I headed? I think it is... Is it this way? Yeah. Yeah, almost. Oh, that looks like a fire over there. Okay. That's not the direction I expected it in, but that's alright. What I've got to do is find a way up and around. He was this close to the buildings. Why didn't they... Right. Yeah, that's fortuitous. Where are you? Drat. Where? Am I gonna have to fire another flare? Well, it has to be said, if they were going to be anywhere around here, this would make sense, but, nope. Oh, well, okay.
Nobody needs this anymore. Oh, come on. It can't be that far. Famous last words. Alright, let's go around this way. It's one place I didn't check. Unless the person was daft enough to stash themselves on the top of an icy rock. Please don't tell me you did that. Yes, they did. Well, not quite. They're round the side. Alright, that's okay. I'll forgive them. I actually found a fairly sheltered spot. Why are you there when there's a house? Easy. I'm here now.
Got any food? All right.
Let me have a look, okay? There. That should be better.
Famous last words.
Won't let you fall.
Right. What's the best way to get back? Straight in the direction I'm going, it seems. Unless there is... No, I want to go straight for... Yeah, let's get out of here.
We're not far now.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a race between... Oh, I do have fire, you see.
Dead wings. No way out.
Oh, wonderful.
Right, now we can start heading back toward the road. I think.
The
Yes,
plane.
I'm facing the right direction. Oh no. Oh no, you're kidding me.
Stay with me.
Oh, for heaven's
The
sake.
wind howling. Set you down now. It's coming back.
Ow. Alright, which way will we go?
Hang in there. We can do this.
Well, and there's another... Oh, no, there's another wolf. Three timber wolves. 1 flare and 4 rounds of emergency flares. Grief, wait.
Hang on. I have you.
There's no point in stopping here because I can't get into the house. There's no point going down there. What time of day is it? Oh, my best option is to simply get home. Get back to the community centre. And hope there isn't a bear down there. And, yeah, all kinds of things that could go horribly, horribly wrong. Out of food. I'm gonna have to raid my own supplies. And
Damn it.
there's the bear. Yeah.
Burning.
Okay, everything should be far enough away that I don't have a huge problem. I want to get out of that bear's territory, though. I am still headed the right way. Yeah, okay, close enough. I'm not leaving. No, I'm not. I didn't get injured. I just got a bit bruised a bit. Okay. Should actually be heading that way, shouldn't I? Yes. Alright. Bear's behind me, wolf's behind me. Cross fingers I can just get to.
A terrible smell.
Yeah. Bear cave is off to my right somewhere, up there. Okay. Yep.
Light in the sky.
I've got half a day and bad weather, so I think I'm gonna have to get him warmed up, and the only place I can really do that, well, let's see. Can I enter the bit? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Oops, what am I doing? Let's just drop him.
I need to catch my breath.
Alright, let's get
This
some
might be
water into him.
serious.
Oh. Alright, light a fire.
Just in time.
Okay.
Let me have a look, okay? You'll feel better after you sleep.
And once again, I think he's in better condition than I am. Well, not quite. Right, let's try not to step in the fire. And we are headed that way. Yes. Welcome to Heartbreak Ridge. No, Heartbreak Bridge. There was a book and a movie called Heartbreak Ridge, written by Alistair MacLean, and the movie starred Charles Bronson. I think it was written during MacLean's less good phase. Alistair MacLean, in case you never heard of him, you may have watched movies based on his stuff. Where Eagles Dare, Force 10 from
Not much
Navarone.
farther now.
Are two of his most famous ones. But he suffered dreadfully from alcoholism, and even during, and his work is split up into phases. There's his early phases, where his books were well received, but even then you can see some of the
Falling.
alcoholism coming out in
Falling.
some of his stuff, not in terms of actual drinking, but in terms of the suffering sometimes he puts his protagonists through. His first book was HMS Ulysses.
What happened?
Maclean himself did serve on a cruiser during World War II, and his experiences helped him write HMS Ulysses. I wish they would make a movie of HMS Ulysses. It's probably his best book. And then there was a sort of middle phase where his books were not quite so good, but you know, they were still quite well received. And then there was his later phase where everything was just churned out in boilerplate, and was, yeah, I think they were still popular. I think
I won't leave you.
there was a movie or two made from them, but yeah, that was right when he was probably at his worst, and then he died, I think, in Switzerland from complications of alcoholism, I think. But it is, yeah, like I say, if you understand his life story, you can see some of it reflected in his writing, which is kind of sad, to be honest.
We can make it.
But when I was a kid, he was, yeah, pretty much considered a must-read.
Everyone dead. Dad, help me. My hands. Where's the fire?
Is he complaining about a fire? His condition is actually pretty good. Doesn't really get to complain.
Not much farther now.
Yes, for definitions, certain definitions of not much farther. We've actually come a bit more than halfway, I suppose. Oh, I can see the fire now.
Finish it.
Oh, yep, I can just
Stay
about
awake.
see
We're getting
the
closer.
community hall. What is slightly amusing is the priest's reaction when you show up with another survivor.
Not much much farther now.
Absolutely nothing. You'd expect him to say something, you know. No. Don't you already have your own cat for cuddles? Or is your cat more of a steal your mouse and beg for food type cat? And you're lucky if you get cuddles.
Boy, let's go home.
Shut up, Wade. Aren't you supposed to be this badass
Sky.
Marvel hero who regenerates from everything? Oh, yeah. I suppose it's a little unlikely that Wade Wilson will be in this game, isn't it? Well, at least we got the wind pushing us along.
We're making good time.
Alright, so I've still got the problem of where I'm going to get enough food. The airplane crash and the cache seem like pretty good options, because I'm going to raid their pantry now so that I can stay alive long enough to find the other survivor.
Fingers coming back.
Oi, you! Say something. This just rotates you into position so that your head's disappeared.
Me.
You're safe. It's okay. It's okay.
Right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go and... I am now going to need to raid the pantry. Sorry guys, I need it more than you do. Well, honestly, that's as good a place as anywhere to stop the stream. 2 survivors rescued. I still need to find a lot of food. And I know I just raided the pantry, but I went through all my food in a day. I need to cook some more water. Yeah, I might need to find Joplin's caches. Where's Joplin's caches? That's all the way up there. Yes, that's the plan. I've basically started from scratch. It's been a while since I played it, so starting from scratch seems worthwhile. So yeah, I probably will. I won't guarantee it. It's the weekend. Nothing is guaranteed. But yes, it's something of an experiment, to be honest. See how well it streams. As I think I've said before, some games are eminently suited for streaming. Long Dark, for whatever reasons, eminently suited for streaming. Pinball games, no, they're not.
Sky or Journey, yeah, they're quite streamable. And so we'll see Warframe, strangely, moderately streamable. But we'll see how Euro Truck Simulator. My son suggested it. He said basically, you know, you're just driving, not doing very much. You can sit and talk. So we'll see how that goes. So if you're looking forward to me streaming Euro Truck Simulator 2, that will be, oh grief, this evening sometime, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, something like that. But if you subscribe and click the notification bell, or are subscribed, you'll get notifications. And I'll try and give a bit more notice than I usually do for evening streams. But for now, yeah, this is a logical place to stop. Tomorrow morning we'll be back with my regular long dark survival, and I won't return to Wintermute until next Sunday, most likely, because next Saturday I have to go to Manchester. So, if you're a Wintermute fan, I will see you next time. If you're a fan of the long dark, I'll see you tomorrow. And if you're a fan of anything else, I'll see you this evening. Have a good day until then. I know, I'm sure everybody did. But thank you for doing so. Anyway, I am now going to try and decide what to do. I think I'm going to go and grab some coffee or tea from Costa, get myself out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Be excellent to each other. Be kind to animals and children. See you in a bit.